The Prime Minister of New Zealand has been rightly excoriated for putting a proposal up to tax the burps, it's a euphemism, to tax the burps of cows. New Zealand has lots of cows, but she's saying all these cows are adding to the greenhouse gases. Well, taxing the cows is not going to stop it, but it is a way to make money. In any event, that brings me to the forestry business in Canada. Derek Nighbor is the CEO of Canadian Forest Products Association. He joins me right now because I won't put the point to you. Your business is one that is commonly ignored, not only by people, but by governments of Canada. Is it something that needs more attention? Or is it something that you just want to say, governments, leave us alone, let us do our business because we aren't causing any problems. In fact, we are causing solutions.
Yeah, I think we want to see the government more on board with our solutions. And as I look at the housing crisis in places like Toronto and Ottawa and the need for affordable housing, which starts with affordable building materials, we have 10% of the world's forests here in Canada. So we have a real home advantage to use that Canadian wood to do more in our communities.
So, I mean, you're saying on one hand that your wood reduces gases. On the other hand, you want to cut it down and make houses.
Yeah, well, sustainably, right? So we manage our forests in Canada in a sustainable way and renew those forests. So we replace more than what we take. The beauty of forestry is being able to move that wood and that stored carbon from the forest into the city and then restarting that carbon storing cycle by planting younger trees.
Tell me how wood, a chunk of wood, stores carbon.
So as the tree grows in the forest, it accumulates and stores carbon from the atmosphere. Younger trees absorb more carbon than older ones, but as the older trees age, they become more susceptible to pests and fire and getting blown over. So we harvest those at maturity, lock that carbon in for a long term and move that into the city. And then renew that carbon storing cycle in the forest by planting new trees.
Well, so I can hear someone right now saying, well, you're taking all those trees with carbon stored in it, moving into the city. Isn't that bad for all these city dwellers' health?
No, it's great for them because it continues to store carbon in the city, and for the folks in northern Canada, it reduces the risk of fire because as the trees across the boreal forest age, they become more susceptible to these natural fire cycles across the forest.
Right.
So older trees are more susceptible to fire. So harvesting them when they get to that mature age is also going to prevent catastrophic fire.
So really, I mean, your experts know when a whole forest should be harvested, as you said.
Yeah, and it's not only about fire, it's also about those whole ecosystems, all the mammals, birds, and fish living in the forest, indigenous, non-indigenous values, local snowmobile clubs, trails that we want to integrate into those plans. So our forests in Canada are mainly on public land, so there's an opportunity to, we need to get that input from the local community before a single tree is harvested.
Tree harbors, beware. Derek Nighbor has this stuff. 3 minutes. When someone comes up to me in the Buckhorn Hardware and says, "You're Stephen LeDrew," and I go, "Yeah." He says, "I watch you every day because I want to learn what's going wrong in this country. We're doing something right because other people are not reporting things. If you agree, please subscribe and PayPal and enjoy."